me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Number 10. Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger is an action-adventure film from 1993, directed by Rennie Harlin. The film stars Sylvester Stallone as Gabe Walker, a former mountain rescue specialist who is called back into action after a group of criminals, led by the sadistic Eric Quallen, steal millions of dollars in ransom money in the mountains. When one of the criminals double-crosses Quallen, the group becomes stranded on a cliff, and Walker is called upon to help them down. However, he soon discovers that the criminals are not what they seem, and he is pulled into a dangerous game of cat and mouse on the treacherous mountain slopes. Number 9. Oscar. Oscar is a comedy film that was released in 1991. The movie follows the story of Angelo "Snaps" Provolone, a powerful New York City mob boss who decides to retire from the criminal life and go legitimate. In order to make this transition, Snaps decides to give up control of his empire to his sons, but complications arise when his sons are not up to the task of running the family business. In order to save his empire, Snaps must navigate through a series of obstacles and hijinks, all while trying to convince his sons to take over the family business and keep the peace. Oscar stars Sylvester Stallone, Marissa Tomei, and Chaz Palminteri, and is directed by John Landis. Number 8. The Expandables 2. The Expendables 2 is a 2012 action film directed by Simon West. The movie is a sequel to the 2010 film, The Expendables. The story follows a group of elite mercenary soldiers, led by Barney Ross, as they embark on a mission to retrieve a valuable computer chip that has fallen into the hands of a ruthless dictator. However, things become complicated when one of their own, Maggie, is kidnapped by the dictator's henchmen. The Expendables must now use their combined skills and strength to rescue Maggie and retrieve the chip, all while facing off against a powerful army of villains and dangerous obstacles. Along the way, they are joined by a new member of the team, Billy the Kid, and a rival mercenary, Jean Villain, as they attempt to complete their mission and restore justice to the world. Number 7. Victory. Escape to Victory is a 1981 war film directed by John Huston. The movie tells the story of a group of Allied prisoners of war who are interned in a German prisoner of war camp during World War II. The prisoners are brought together to form a soccer team, and they are given the opportunity to participate in a match against a German team as part of a propaganda event. However, the Allied prisoners come up with a plan to use the match as an opportunity to escape the camp and make their way back to safety. The film stars Michael Caine, Sylvester Stallone, Pele, and many others. Number 6. Escape Plan. Escape Plan is a 2013 action thriller film that follows the story of a structural security expert named Ray Breslin, who is hired to test the security of a high-tech prison. However, when Breslin is wrongly accused of a crime and sent to the prison he helped design, he must use his skills to escape and clear his name. Along the way, he teams up with a fellow inmate named Emil Rotmeyer to plot their escape and bring down the corrupt prison officials who wronged them. The film is an adrenaline-fueled action movie filled with intense prison break scenes, plot twists, and a dynamic duo of Stallone and Schwarzenegger. Number 5. Demolition Man. Demolition Man is a 1993 science fiction action film directed by Marco Brambilla. The film takes place in the year 2032 and stars Sylvester Stallone as John Spartan, a rough-and-tumble police officer who is cryogenically frozen and thawed out in a future society where crime has been eradicated and all citizens live in a highly controlled and regulated utopia. When a dangerous criminal named Simon Phoenix escapes from prison and begins wreaking havoc in the city, Spartan is thawed out and tasked with bringing him to justice. Throughout the film, Spartan must adapt to the new society and confront Phoenix, leading to a series of intense action sequences and confrontations. The film is known for its unique blend of science fiction and action, as well as its exploration of themes such as social control, crime, and the future of humanity. Number 4. Copland. Copland is a 1997 crime drama film directed by James Mangold. The film takes place in a small New Jersey town called Garrison, which is inhabited mainly by New York City police officers. The town's sheriff, Freddie Heflin, is a partially deaf man who has always dreamed of being a police officer but was unable to pursue that career due to his hearing problem. When a group of corrupt nipped officers, led by Lieutenant Ray Donlin, comes to town and begins to involve Freddie in their schemes, he finds himself caught up in a web of corruption and violence. Throughout the film, Freddie must navigate this dangerous world, confront the corrupt officers, and try to clear his own name, leading to a climactic finale that brings all the characters' motivations and tensions to a head. The film is known for its strong performances, particularly by Stallone, as well as its tense and emotionally charged storyline. Number 3. Creed. Creed is a 2015 sports drama film directed by Ryan Coogler. The film is a spin-off and sequel to the Rocky franchise, and stars Michael B. Jordan as Adonis Johnson, the son of Apollo Creed, the former rival and friend of Rocky Balboa. Adonis has grown up without his father, but wants to follow in his footsteps and become a professional boxer. When he travels to Philadelphia to seek out Rocky, he convinces the aging fighter to train him, and the two form a close bond as they prepare for Adonis's biggest challenge yet, a shot at the heavyweight championship. Throughout the film, Adonis must overcome personal demons, confront his own identity, and prove himself as a fighter, leading to an emotionally charged and thrilling final match. The film is known for its strong performances, particularly by Jordan and Stallone, as well as its heart-pumping boxing scenes and nostalgic nods to the original Rocky films. Number 2. First Blood. First Blood is a 1982 action film directed by Ted Kotcheff. The film stars Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo, a former Green Beret and veteran of the Vietnam War who arrives in a small town in the Pacific Northwest and is subjected to harassment and mistreatment by the local sheriff and his deputies. When Rambo is arrested and beaten, he escapes from custody and goes on the run, using his survival skills and military training to evade the police and take revenge on his tormentors. Throughout the film, Rambo must confront his own demons and the traumatic memories of his combat experiences, as well as the increasingly desperate efforts of the law enforcement officers to capture him. The film is known for its intense action sequences, powerful portrayal of the psychological effects of war, and its strong and nuanced performance by Stallone. Number 1. Rocky. Rocky is a 1976 sports drama film directed by John G. Avildsen. The film stars Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, a struggling small-time boxer from Philadelphia who is given the opportunity of a lifetime when he is chosen to fight the heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed. Despite the odds against him, Rocky begins to train with determination, driven by his own personal demons and a desire to prove himself. Throughout the film, Rocky must overcome his own self-doubt, confront the challenges of the boxing ring, and fight for his own personal glory, leading to a thrilling final match that will determine the champion. The film is known for its powerful performances, particularly by Stallone, its rousing score by Bill Conti, and its underdog story that has become an inspiration to millions of fans around the world.